Hi, Chapel of Family. We've had a couple of difficult weeks at the district, and so of course I'm here at the grocery store naturally, which seems like an odd first response to something hard that's happened. But for me, I always think about making food or making a meal or bringing snacks back to students and staff. But for you, your first response to a trauma might be working harder, becoming more organized, doing more fun things, or just sleeping in and binge watching your favorite shows. All those things are natural. Whatever you do after a hard thing happens, the question is, what should we be doing for yourself and what should you be doing for your student as we kind of work back to some sort of normalcy? So what should we do when hard things happen? What should we do for ourselves? And most importantly, what should we do for our students after a week that we've had? To support the needs of our students here at school, we set up the well and the library to create small spaces for the students to meet in and to keep their hands busy while they're thinking through their thoughts and feelings. We're doing all that we can while our students are here at school with us to make them feel safe and secure. And at home, there's many things that you can do as well as parents to make them feel listened to and heard. First, if you're a family of faith, embrace your faith, really lean into it, and remind your students and yourself that there's hope in the darkness, even on the worst days. Second, family is really important during this time. There's no greater advocate for your student than you, than a loving adult at home that can hear them. And parents, I do mean a lot of listening on this. When kids go through hard times, and when you go through hard times, retelling the story, those things are important. And you know, it's weird, but sometimes when hard things happen, it reminds us of other hard things like a divorce or death, a car wreck. Well, it's natural. One trauma leads us to think about the other. And so if those stories have to be retold, things that happened a few years ago, let them sit on the couch, watch TV together, play games, go outside in the yard. Whatever it is, let them lean into you, let them touch your hand, let them sit with you. Whatever it takes, family, just run with it. Last but not least, we have to talk about friends. For your student and for yourself, there's laughter, there's fun, there's community of spirit. After hard things happen, you definitely want to have your friends around you, and your kids want their friends around them. So don't put off the sleepover, don't put off the movie night, don't put off playing in the yard after school sometimes. And you shouldn't either. You should find time for the coffee date, to go out and have, dinner with friends, people that remind you about the goodness and the joy of living. Your kids need that, and you do too. Here are a few other resources and ideas for you as we continue to walk through this hard thing. We provided a lot of support this week for students, for staff, and for any parents that needed it, but we're hoping to do more of that in the future. We had color sheets out, we've had lots of therapy dogs, extra counselors, just anything that would make a student feel comfortable as they came in to retell their side of the story. And funnily enough, just as I was saying earlier, other hard things have come up with our kids, and that's natural. So we've taken this opportunity to do a lot of loving, a lot of listening on students and staff. But regarding staff, I do want to say one thing before I end this video. I cannot say enough about the 6th grade staff that were, for 5 or 10 minutes, the only first responders that were with our kids during the really hard thing. And so for that moment in time, parents, they were the doctor, the nurse, the pastor, the parent, the teacher, the friend. They were everything that needed to be done for your kids. And I just want to thank them publicly for the role that they played until the first responders got there. Thank you so much. There's more to come on this story.
One of the things that occurs when hard things happen in a small town is that we find out how big the hearts are in our small community. The generosity that's poured into Chapel Hill ISD has helped the healing process to begin. To our first responders, the police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and medical personnel, thank you for your swift action and commitment to caring for our students. To the healthcare, hospital, and mental health professionals who volunteered their service, we're incredibly grateful for your support and care. To the community leaders, volunteers, and local organizations and restaurants who offered prayers, services, food, and water, thank you for showing what a true community really means. To the local school districts who offered school personnel to assist with emotional aftercare, we thank you. To our neighbors, friends, churches, and local clergy, thank you for checking in on one another and offering a kind hand or a word of support. To our school faculty and staff, the well staff, teachers, and administrators, thank you for your leadership and commitment to our students' well-being. And to the parents and caregivers, PTO, community members who've come together in unity, your kindness and patience and compassion have been helpful during this difficult time. And our students, your strength, resilience, and care for one another remind us why community matters to us so deeply.